You know what? On this channel, I filmed a video about how I was learning Korean, how I'm learning Spanish, how I'm learning languages in general. Yet, I didn't really film a video about the language that I'm talking in every single video, English. Yes, today I'm filming a video about how I learned English to C1 level. This summer I got my C1 certificate or diploma, if you will, that I got C1 level in English language. And so today I'll share some of my techniques, strategies, or in general how I did this, how I started, and how I progressed in my English learning journey even now. So let's begin. Actually, it is my 6th year since I started learning English, and I know that I made quite a lot of mistakes. And even now, I pretty much commit them in almost every single video because I'm still nervous talking to a camera, but I'm working on it. And so, why in general I decided to learn English? Well, in fact, it wasn't my initiative. In 5th grade, my English grades were just in a terrible situation, and I had to deal with it because I didn't really wanted to take another year in the same grade. And so I was forced to learn English. And it wasn't a bed of roses for me. I literally abhorred this language. I thought that my native languages were enough for me, and there is no point of learning another language. But after a few months, around 3 or 4 months, I don't really remember right now, I actually fell in love with learning English. And not through textbooks, exercise books, or this boring stuff that nobody likes. Instead, I decided to learn it in a pretty much funnier way. At that point of time, I had my TikTok installed, and before learning English, I watched all of the TikToks, or I tried watching TikToks in my native languages because, well, I didn't understand others. But when I actually started and embarked on this journey of learning English, I tried to watch TikToks solely in English. And actually, I had this TikTok on my feed that you should, if you want to learn a foreign language, you should do everything in this language. So you should Google in it, you should search and watch videos, watch films, even TikToks solely in this language. Because that girl who posted that video, she also got to, I believe, C1 level in Spanish in this way. And so I decided that, well, I also want to try this one. And so, yeah, I tried and I started watching every single TikTok in English. And as you might already know, TikTok has its own algorithm that will show up new videos that are similar to ones that you liked or that you watch usually. And so, after some time, my whole TikTok feed transferred from my native language to completely English feed. I got English memes, American memes as well, all from different cultures. And yeah, in this way, I began learning some basics of English. And it's not all about simply watching TikTok's video. Yes, at that point of time, I was literally hooked on TikToks. I was addicted to it, and watching TikToks in English was my only option if I wanted to take something beneficial from it. However, you may like reading some books, reading articles, listening to podcasts. These are all legitimate ways to learn any language, not just English. However, I wasn't even a teenager at that point of time, and so, TikTok was my only solution for me, as I already told you. The second thing that I did after installing TikTok and watching everything in English, I created my Instagram account, with all of the English videos with interesting vocabulary that I learned, and I created that shorts, but on Instagram, and I created here are 10 words that are connected to, I don't know, spring in English that I found interesting, and you may like them. And so, like that, I created a lot of videos. If I find these videos, I will stick it right here somewhere, but I don't really think that I will find them. And so, like this, you actually will be able to learn any language because you actually teaching someone with the vocabulary, grammar points, phrases that you learned, and in this way you're reinforcing and you like safening this information that you learned or mastered. I didn't learn at that time what was the name of this technique, but now I think it is Feynman technique. And basically, it's all about teaching someone about the information that you learned in when you learn in foreign language, programming, some skill. Just you have to explain it, and if you can explain it, if you can explain it to 5 years old, well, you mastered this topic because you completely understood it. When I was 10 years old, I used to really love playing Roblox. Like, I don't really remember, hide and seek online with my friends, with my classmates. And when I started learning English, I decided that, well, I should switch, first of all, my phone in English language, and second of all, I should try communicate with other people in English as well. You can install some Hello Talk, Tandem, like all of these applications that can connect you with native speakers or literally connect with someone on social media. However, I actually connected with the people in games, like in Roblox. In this way, I learned some slang, real language that is not from Victorian era, but real English. And it was actually fun because I literally played games and learned the language at the same time. It is not forced language learning, but it is language learning that is fun, enjoyable, and actually beneficial. After around 2 years of learning English, I got to a weak B2 level, and I didn't solely watched videos, watched TikToks, and played games, but also I tested myself every month, if not every week. The next thing that I did is quite simple, well-known technique, but I actually watched vlogs of some English YouTubers, American YouTubers, Australian, African. I tried to immerse myself in language as much as I possibly could. Immerse in every single accent, even though it was not really popular at that time. I still tried to do something so that my brain actually started to think in English. After some time, I actually started and began thinking in English. If you can comprehend, read, understand almost everything in this language, if you can think without translating first to your native language, English, the third one, you can actually say almost every single sentence. And if you cannot, you can find another way around this situation. In this way, you actually became fluent. Yes, you will make mistakes, but you will learn from them. You will learn those patterns that are essential for your language learning journey, because only through patterns you will be able to speak fluently without thinking. You do not have to memorize structures, but instead you have to immerse yourself in real language. You should listen to how real native speakers talk and not to memorize some patterns of grammar drills. And so what I do now to progress in my English learning journey. So I found some interesting podcasts for myself that I really enjoy on the topics that I really do like. Like I love listening to Andrew Huberman's podcast. I love watching Kelsey O'Connor's videos on YouTube. I also love reading lots of books that I created a video about my favorite books you can check out on my channel. And a lot of different things that I simply connected to English. And yeah, till these days, I still Google everything in English. I watch and learn every single topic in English. If I don't understand something in math, physics, biology, I try to watch some videos in English because I reached the point where I can fluently understand the complex advanced topics, and it is much simpler to me. There are plenty of interesting hooking information in English language that I won't find in my native languages. These resources are invaluable to my learning in general. I even learn other languages like Korean, Japanese, Italian, and Spanish in English because there are so many resources in English about those languages. And I really urge you to at least try learning a foreign language, and I promise you, it won't only rewire your brain and create new neural pathways for your brain, and it not only evolve, but you as a person will become more interesting and more open-minded person. As always, I created a special downloadable guide for you that you can get in the description down below on how I learn English and some of my mistakes that I did along the way. This guide includes a calendar tracker to track your progress, a summary of this video, and some additional tips for you that you won't find only in this video. So please, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, give your opinions in the comments down below, give me your thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this and something new. I really do hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next videos. Goodbye!